Hi everybody, Tim Bartz here, the McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information, including your Bronco and Bronco Sport information on a Wednesday. And we're going to really just talk about the Bronco this week. Sorry, Bronco Sport people, but we're going to talk about the Bronco. And we're going to actually do a walk around on the very base Bronco. We have one in stock. A customer did not take, so it is available for sale, and we're going to do something special to it. We'll talk about that at the end, but first let's walk around this vehicle. And if you like videos like this, want to stay updated on Bronco stuff, make sure you're subscribed with that bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. All right, we have a two-door base Bronco. This is like almost the cheapest Bronco you can get out there right now. So this is the base trim. It is a two-door, which makes it a little bit cheaper, and it is a 2.3 liter engine. And the only thing added to this vehicle was the desert sand color, which I love, but also the automatic transmission. That was the only thing added to this, and it puts the MSRP right over $41,000. But with employee pricing, it puts it down under $40,000 right now. So we're going to talk about this. This is, again, since this is about as base as you can go, let's talk about what standard equipment on basically every Bronco, right? And what it's going to look like. So this being the base, let's start here on the front. We'll have your grill from a couple of years ago. The grill that I like the most, you can see it now, is the black diamond grill. We have a black diamond 24 over here and this 25, so it has the same grill as that. Now, a couple of years ago when we had the base trim, before they discontinued it for a year, the letters were black. Now they are white, so you do have the white letters for this, in case you're wondering that. LED headlights are going to be standard equipment as well. You will have this bumper, so the standard front bumper up here, not the modular one, or not the modular, but not the steel bumper like you get on the black diamond. It'll be the one like you see on the Big Ben that'll carry over. Front tow hooks, you get two of those on there as well. They did leave the trail sights, and I say they leave it because I've heard some rumors that they're thinking about doing away with that. Please don't, Ford. We want it. Steel wheels is standard equipment. One of the things I was a little surprised on is that the standard tire is a 30-inch tire. That thing looks tiny on this Bronco, so it looks a little unfitting. I think 32 is what you get on the Big Ben. On the base steel wheel, 16-inch rim with a 30-inch tire on this. So that's what standard equipment. Of course, your fender flares are going to be the molded in black there, and your mirror caps as well. Still have all the accessory points to be able to mount different lights and such, off-road lights on your A-pillar if you want to. All right, there it's going to come standard with the modular hard top here, and so that's the gray molded in hard top. That's, of course, on two doors, always standard equipment. You cannot get any other on some of the other two doors, some of the other trim levels. You can get, even the two door can get a black painted and body color painted like on the Badlands trim, but not on the base trim. So also you'll notice it's not darkened out like it is on some of the other trim levels, so you can see right through that. So there you go. Do not get intelligent access on this trim level. That is something you get when you go to Big Ben. Big Ben, they did make that standard equipment, that 222A package, which is your mid package, is standard equipment, not on the base trim. You do have the keyless entry though, so you can still have that because it's push button start though. And we do have the mirrors, does have the power mirrors here though, and then you do have the integrated mirror over here, so no bliss system for the base trim back here. Now moving to the back, the bumper as well, just like it is on the Big Ben trim and has been. One tow hook on the back there. Your spare tire is going to be the same as the other four wheels and tire setup here. Third brake light, everything else, just like you'd expect. I did unlock this so you can kind of see what it looks like back here, and then of course your glass that flips up does come with floor mats. So again, we did nothing but automatic, so everything you see in here is what you get. So you do get two carpeted mats. I'll talk about the flooring when we get inside. You'll see in here it does have the wiring in here for the you do have the defrost and everything. Now if you get the four-door cloth top, should come with the pre-wiring and everything for that. And then we do have the light back here. And we have the interior lights shut off. We do that for photos and everything. You do a power point back there as well. These seats can fold down there. You kind of see how those work. And then we'll show you inside that seat cushion also goes down. So if you want to lay this down a little bit, it's not going to fold flat, but you do have that. Tow hooks in the back here. So again, it's a 2-door, so it's a little smaller area, but you do have 4 tie downs there. A little place to store things down in here, as well as your jack and your funnel in case you run out of gas. All right there. Not much else to talk about there. There you go. Let's take a look at the inside here. And again, we might look at the back seat first, since we are already not in the vehicle. So this is a 2-door, so it kind of slides that back if you pull this lever, so those can get inside. Seats 2 back here for the 2-door. In this, you do have a cup holder on both sides. You can see those. So they get cup holders. And so seats 2, this seat cushion, as you can see, comes forward if you need to and fold it up like that. So then you can lay that seat down. That's why that headrest goes backwards. So then you can lay that and slide that in there if you want to. So there you go. That's about all I got to say about that back seat. Not very much room to get back there. So hope you got kids or something. Now for the hardtop, you do have, see, this back part is all one piece right here, and then this up here is going to have 2 pieces. Now if you have a 4-door, you'll have one longer piece in the second row for them to take out. So there you go. Cloth seats in here, so that's going to be included standard equipment here. So cloth seats, carpeted flooring, again carpeted mats as well. We do have no power seat here. Of course, I don't have power seat on mine either. You just move that lever to slide it forward. Actually, I do have power seat on mine. What am I talking about? I got mid-package. You do have a lever on the front. You can slide that forward and back, up and down as well. This is for your backrest right here, and then you have your lumbar as well for the driver's side over here. Of course, your power lock switches are on your door here. The doors can come off, and to see when you take the doors off, you don't lose access to mirrors. Like Jeep does. You do have your headlights, automatic headlight there, so we can have it on the auto setting. Come on when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light, all that good stuff there. See what else? Your steering wheel here, and no wrap steering wheel, of course. We do have cruise control, so that's standard equipment. Audio control, volume controls there. We do have your sync system, so you can make commands and such like that by using your voice. Calls, all that kind of stuff, and these buttons are going to control your productivity screen in there. So we're going to get this, let me get inside, get it turned on a little bit and get it cooling off for us here and show you these screens here. Now the steering wheel is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Just pull that under there. It'll go up and down, forward and back if you need it to. You can see here, so it does have the I've been told it's not necessarily the Raptor screen because it doesn't have all the Raptor information, but Raptor-ish look to the screen is what Ford likes to call it, with this 12-inch screen here. So you have a full digital screen instead of the way it has been in the past. Of course, your lever over here works your wipers and all right there, and your turn signal, all that. And then you do have the 12-inch screen. So standard equipment on all vehicles is the 12-inch touchscreen here in the center stack. So we do have audio, phone, apps. We do not have navigation unless you, of course, you can plug your phone in. Android Auto will give you navigation, right? Or Apple CarPlay, one or the other, right? So you can use that. We do have push button start, as we mentioned. And we also do have climate control. It is a single zone manual climate control. So a little different than mine, where you can't really see what your temperature is there. It doesn't pull up on the screen. Kind of wish it would to tell you what your temperature is, like mine does in my 21. But it is what it is. And there you go, rear defrost and everything there. We do have a USB port type A and C down there, and you can see this is what this console looks like. It looks a little different than what some of the others look like. 4-door looks a little different. You can see, so this actually looks like what mine does in my vehicle right there. No grab handle over here. We do have 2 mounting points there. If you want to get that Ford accessory kit, that fit kit, you can do that. Of course, your window switches are right here on the console. See if I can get a view of that. There you go. Automatic, even on the base trim. And then power mirror switch as well right there. Go mode switch right there. And let's just turn these and see what we got here. We got a normal mode. We got a slippery mode. We have an eco mode. We have a sport mode. We have a sand mode. And that's it going that way. And I think I think it only goes one direction. There you go. So those are your 5 GOAT modes, and you can actually see them down below when you actually start turning. You can see the normal slippery, eco, sport, and sand mode down there, those emblems for you. And that kind of changes how that looks, and it'll change different colors on the screen as well. And just the dynamics. We talked about dry oat modes. What was that last week, I think? You do have a 4 high, a 4 low, and a 2 high. Can't see that, sorry. And then we do have a button in the middle. That is, this does have your, because it's automatic, it has your trail turn assist, traction control, and it does have the trail control. A lot of people didn't think the 2.3 got the trail control, but yes, you do. Just press that button and it can activate your trail control. So it's like cruise control for the trail. That's what I like to say there. So that is something that maybe it's overlooked and a lot of people aren't talking about, but that is included in all of your Broncos. So this need not have any kind of rear locker. No rear locker on this, but does have a 4 low. And you can still do some pretty good off-road stuff with this as well with just having that. I have a friend that does not have a rear locker, and he went to Colorado and did some trails with us. And when it got to some more complex trails, you know, he wasn't able to do some of those without a rear locker. But you can still do quite a bit of stuff, you know, with it otherwise. So it does have the automatic with select shift, so you can put it in that manual mode and use the plus and minus there to shift it up and down like a manual transmission. Has auto start stop. You can deactivate it using that switch, or it is deactivated when you have it in sport mode. I know, and I think even maybe not in slippery mode, but several of the modes you can do that. I still have that traction control on. So, all right, that's it. That's the walk around. So very quick, condensed walk around on this vehicle here that I wanted to do. Get out here of the vehicle. Now, another reason why I wanted to cover this base trim in this particular vehicle was we decided this week there was some announcement of a new Ford custom garage package that was available called the Coastal package. And it was kind of highlighted on a desert sand Bronco. It was a 4-door Bronco, but it was a desert sand Bronco. And I saw that come out, and you know, I had messaged the general manager, said, this package would look great on that base trim. It really needs something. It needs kind of a package. And so he agreed. So we went ahead and ordered the very first, one of the first Coastal packages out there. They're 3 to 4 weeks out. But when we get that one in, we'll be putting that on this vehicle. And that Coastal package, I'm going to throw some screenshots up there for you, does really change it. So that is available on, you know, a base, Big Ben, even with the Black Diamond package. The Outer Banks Badlands does not include the suspension upgrades, but on all the other trims, of course, the trims I mentioned, it will get a suspension upgrade. So you're going to get the Bilstein shocks. So you're getting that Haas suspension like you'd get on a Sasquatch. So that's why it does require to be a non-Sasquatch like this on it. So it's going to come with a nice silver painted wheel. So pretty cool looking wheel. Also going to get you the silver grille. If you look, we do have one down here to kind of demonstrate. It is the same silver grille that you get on the Freewheeling Edition, minus the letters on it. So the letters will still be white, but it'll have the silver painted grille on it, just like that. Silver wheels, even the fender flares will be silver painted as well. So pretty cool dressing that up. Pretty cool graphics on the side as well with some nice colors. Gives you that kind of that old vibe, like going to the beach vibe. On it, you also get a Benemy top with a silver pony on it too. That's going to be included as well. So when we get this in here, get this package put on, we'll picture it up. We'll take that top off, and that's probably when we'll kind of demonstrate how to take your top and doors off around that time frame as well. And we'll get you a picture of that with that top off, so you can see what that looks like on there, because you'll be able to put the top on with that Benemy top as well. It's a pretty cool package. It doesn't include the tires. They do recommend a couple different tire options. We'll go with one of those, and then also the install from the dealer. But you can order that from your dealer if you want. But like I said, we have one on order for this Bronco, unless it sells before then. You know, if somebody wants it, we'll sell it, right? There's other Broncos we can put that package on out here, because it can go on a 24 or 25 Bronco, so we can always put it on one of our Black Diamonds if we really wanted to that's here. We have all kinds of Broncos that we can put it on if we really want to. So, so we're not, if somebody wants to get this Bronco here, they can. It's for sale. And like I said, it's under $40,000 now with employee pricing, which we're honoring. Actually, we're doing employee pricing plus. So our 25 Broncos are $500 below employee pricing. Our 24 Broncos are close to $7,000 below employee pricing. So check out our prices on the website. It's amazing. These 24 Black Diamonds got to go. We want them to find a great home. They're a great vehicle, great builds. So yeah, if you're interested in one, you're looking for a great deal on a Bronco, we got you covered here. And don't forget, not only top of that, with the big savings on those 24 Broncos, we also pay your way to Bronco Off-Roadeo. Don't forget about that. That's always included. We do a separate account for that. Even if you get a good deal or you negotiate us down, that's still part of the deal with McArthur. So that is separate. We want to pay for your way. You get a free registration into Bronco Off-Roadeo. I have found out that yes, there is also a deposit you do have to put down. We can't go around that, but we'll pay for your travel expenses to get there. We'll reimburse you back any expenses that you incur up to $1,000. So we want to make sure you have that as well. Whew, that's all I have for this week. It's getting warm out here. Hope you guys are having a great day and great Wednesday. Get out and enjoy your Broncos if you have one. Yeah, hopefully you guys are getting yours if you're got an order in. And other than that, make sure you subscribe. Bell notifications turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. And hope you have a great Built Wild Wednesday yourself. Until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.